Third attempt at recording it. Hi everyone, tonight's discussion and talk is about my hobbies, interests, that kind of thing. At the moment, I do honestly need to get out and do more things to meet more people. Not good for my health. My mum's worried as well. At the moment, I'm just either watching TV, playing my Xbox, on dating sites, on my laptop, on the internet. Playing my Xbox, I might have mentioned, like generally in my room. I'm going to talk about some of my interests now and what I'd like to achieve. And like further on in life, some of my goals and what I want to do around meeting people and that. If anyone would, companies or anyone would like to work with me on some of these interests or hobbies, that would be really appreciative of you. And any support will help me generally and help the channel as well. Just to put that out the way, I will mention your name on the channel and hopefully try to sort some sponsorship out or working together. One of my biggest and long-term interest is Formula 1 motor racing. I've been into Formula 1 motor racing since before I can remember, really. Used to like Michael Schumacher first. My thoughts, feelings do go for the Schumacher family and his legacy and what he stood for. I do support Lewis Hamilton now. First race I went to was Spa. Next after that, I've been to Silverstone 3 times. Last year I was lucky enough to get into the F1 paddock. Mercedes-Benz invited me down into the paddock, have a garage tour, paddock tour. Normally they get thousands of emails per year. They normally say no, but this occasion I was one of the few lucky ones. My favourite singer is Kylie Minogue. I do want to meet Kylie in person. If any organisation or anything would like to help me meet Kylie Minogue in person, that would be great. I do have a life-size cutout of Kylie Minogue at home. I got that from House of Fraser in Metro Centre, believe it or not. That was arranged through Molly Gibson at the Metro Centre, so I would really like to thank her for that. I know it was many years ago, she might not remember me now, but I would like to thank her. It was about 10-11 years ago that, so I would like to thank Molly Gibson for that. I am going to see Kylie Minogue in September at the Metro Radio Arena. Got pre-sale tickets when I shouldn't have, but I bought the most expensive seats on the tier, so I'm closer to the stage so I can see better. I know people spend hundreds more to stand right in front of the stage, but I think you can see better at the tiers, so that's why I've got the tiers really. And also because of my disability and that, I'm more comfortable being in the tiers as it's not as cramped or crowded really. As I was saying before, I do want to meet Kylie Minogue in person. I've tried for about 10 or 11 years, but emailing companies, arenas, venues she's at, management, not had the chance yet. But after 10 years, people saying, give up. I'm not giving up on my dream. I've been fighting for 10 years why should I give up now? My other interest, driving. I'm not really confident at driving, really. People beep the horn, flash lights at me. I do get a bit nervous, and I do I do want to do refresher lessons at some point, but can't really afford it at the moment. If anyone would like to work with me on this, as I say, most appreciative of you, when I will put some sponsorship into the channel to help with my driving. Halfords have donated me a reversing camera, which I still need to fit to the car, worth about £80. About 2 or 3 months ago, maybe longer, that was done with the Halfords management. I would like to say a big thank you to them for arranging this and sending it special delivery when you could have just sent it first class. That's really appreciative. Also, you only drive 1 day a week at the moment, because most of my appointments and where I'll go, permit parking only, or you need a bus pass. No, permit parking only or blue badge parking, but I have a bus pass anyway. So I have tried getting a blue badge, but at the moment I'm not eligible. But next year they're bringing in new changes to help people with hidden disability, so I might be lucky then. If not, I can manage. It would just be nice to be able to use my car more to the day services I go to, and using it when I'm out with support workers as well. But I've managed so far up to now, so every little helps, but I don't really need it. So other than that, I do want to drive more. So as I said, if someone can help me, like refresher lessons, or work with me towards this, that would be really appreciative of you. I will mention you in the channel and that, but if you can't, I'll sort something out eventually. Also, some of my interests in that I do want to get into more. I do like walking and I do like swimming, but I've got no one to really go walking with or swim with at the moment, and I feel a bit embarrassed and a bit worried about going on my own. When I used to have a support worker, I used to go swimming and walking quite regular. So if I can, once I get a new support worker or meet people, I'll maybe be able to do a few more things on my own, or do a few more things with other people. I do miss going swimming, and I do miss my walking, really. So I do want to try new things as well, like dancing, and trying in the theatre more. I do like going to pantomimes. I go there regular. I've seen the Chuckle Brothers in pantomime one year. Met the Chuckle Brothers. My thoughts and feelings go to Barry Chuckle, that died about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Would have liked to go and paid respects in the street in Rotherham last week, but I had other appointments what I couldn't get out of. But my thoughts are with Paul and the family. It's a shame. I did like the Chuckle Brothers, so my thoughts go out with them. I would like to go to the theatre more, as I may have said, but I would like to try other things like going on holiday more, trying new things like visiting new places. But at the moment, I don't have a permanent support worker as of yet, and also my mother won't let me go away at the moment on my own. She worries more about me than anyone else in the family, but I'm 28. Other people my age go away on their own, but I would like to eventually go away with someone special that I can share trips away with. What I would like to do for one of my trips would be, I see it as romantic. I don't know if anyone's heard of Gromont. It's near Whitby in the Yorkshire Dales, North Yorkshire Moors Dales, I think. Between Gromont and Pickering, they've got a private steam train line. At Christmas time, they do formal Christmas meal on the train. I think it's £70 each, but yeah, dress up, put a suit on, have a 3-course meal on the train, something different and something romantic. And if I did that, I'd like to stay at a hotel or near by bed and breakfast and make the most of it, stay there for a couple of nights and then just do this steam train ride. I would like to try that with someone. Definitely. It's a shame these days no one really wants to get dressed up for dancing, cinema or the theatre or going for a meal. But it's something I'd like to do. I mentioned it to my mother before about going out dressed in my suit and that, but she says people my age don't dress up to go for things, but I would like to, yes, put my suit on, try something different. In many ways I'm a bit old fashioned, but yeah. As to going out on a night out, most people my own age go out on a Friday, Saturday night getting drunk, but I'm not like that. I'd much rather spend the night in front of the telly watching a movie, and going for a meal or to the cinema and the theatre during the week. That's just me. On a night out, to be honest, it just gets too loud and I don't really like the atmosphere in that, but watching a movie on a night, curled up in front of the fire on a cold winter's evening, that's my ideal night. That's my ideal night. But going for a meal or to the cinema or to the theatre, like during the day, I'm up for that as well. So I do want to do things, yes. As I was saying before about my interests in cars, I do have an interest and passion in cars as well, as I mentioned at the beginning. I would like to date someone that can drive, I'd also like to meet females that are into cars and into modifying cars, that are into cars in general, but that's not a must. That's just something that I would like, because we'd have more in common, and I could go to the F1 with someone that has a genuine interest with it. I've been to the F1 with my dad twice, and my aunt once, and my support worker Gav. I went with Gav the first year I went to Silverstone. Pre-pitch tent at Silverstone, no meals or anything, for a pre-pitch tent at the circuit. £440 for 3 nights. I find that ridiculous. I was supposed to go to the British Grand Prix last year with my support worker for 3 nights, but the Darlington Association and Disability said we could use a motorhome, and then because of insurance purposes and because we needed separate bedrooms, they said we need to book a hotel with separate bedrooms. And because it's Silverstone, a hotel with separate bedrooms was over £6,000 close to the circuit. And getting there as well, you can't do it. Getting there as well, you couldn't do it. But at the time, I didn't know that National Holidays did the disability tickets, and you could have a ticket upgrade for seats. So that's why I didn't go with National Holidays then. And when all the carry-on started, I'd already booked the tickets for the circuit. I'd already booked the circuit tickets, and National Holidays or other coach companies wouldn't let you book without booking the tickets as well. So slight problem there. But what I did was I went with my dad to Silverstone instead, and went to Blackpool with Ian the week after. So busy few days, but yeah, would like to travel more to go to the F1, or more in general. I would like to try new hobbies, new interests, and meeting new people. So if anyone knows a hobby that I might be interested in, or can help me go to some groups, like dating groups, other groups and that in close to the area, I'd be interested in that as well. So I'm up to anything really. Just don't want to do anything round the night, around like the pub scene, night out sort of thing, because I'm not really a big drinker. If I'm out, to be honest, I'd just have 1 pint, and I know that's enough. When others get drunk or have had a couple of drinks, they get loud, and that just gets a bit more uncomfortable for me. So anything other than that, I'm happy with trying. Walking groups, swimming groups, anyone wants to help me out. I'm not really a strong swimmer, but I do like swimming, and for me it's more about getting myself out, keep my mind occupied so I can meet new people. Yeah, just I know it's been slightly long tonight, but yeah. Thank you.